Hey guys, I'm here to do a new video, and today we're going to be adjusting the battle stats for my battle gear. I'm just going to be upgrading or updating my family crystals into my battle gear set. So earlier we did the 333 mixed troops, and we just even settings, and we also did the bruiser hitman settings, which is basically hitman defense. So right now we'll be working on the 244 for me, and 244 doesn't mean that it's like a specific type of troop. I can have mixed even set like all across 333 when you set a raid on the tower, but my battle power will be 244, and that's to do a defense on the biker. So for example, if your enemy has a biker single attack coming at you and you have mixed troops, you don't have time to swap to hitman troops, and everyone is like scattered further away from the towers, further away from you. So all you have to do is do settings and adjust it, and there's one click in the super presets. So when you click it, you'll go on 244 setting, which is basically a very strong, powerful hitman. So it's very, very close to having hitman single troop type, except the rest of the specialties and the rest of the battle gear and points and everything will go to adjusting for hitman plus bikers. So your biker troops will be somewhat safe as well, or safer with a higher percentage points. It's a safer bet than just going with hitman single battle power. So here you go. 244 setting, let's go ahead and start. So first you click apply, and once you've done the apply, you go to equipment set and you update your equipment, or you do your brand new set of equipment. So I usually would click on my equipment, and remember this is to defend against biker single attacks, and you have mixed troops in your towers. So you will need to make sure that your battle gear hitman buffs, the first four, the hitman buffs are really high, which means for all of the battle gear, you need your hitman and biker jewels, hitman and biker jewels, hitman and biker jewels. So this is where you can actually put biker jewels and hitman jewels, or you can also use hitman jewels with hitman HP. However, I prefer to go with hitman jewels and biker jewels, because with the hitman and biker jewels, your troops are on both the hitman and biker keep getting their stats pushed up, so the chances of them being able to fight off any attacking enemy would be a lot better. Because remember, you have mixed troops, so it's not just all bikers, not just all hitman troops in your tower. So okay guys, let's continue. So before you do this edit, you have to make sure that before you start making changes, always go to the equipment, check your workshop, and see that your armory has all the additional crystals removed. So for example, if you click on the preset, I've already clicked on it, 244, so that's on my mansion right now. That's on the mansion mode for settings. So all those that I'm not using, I would like to remove it first, and the reason is very simple, because when you remove it, you can actually use it for, if you don't have enough jewels, then remove everything, but if you do have enough jewels, then you can just keep the jewels on. That's your choice. So the ones with the man little icon here with the man, I think it's a man in a hat. So the ones with the little icon means it's on your equipment right now. It's active on your equipment, and these are not the active ones. So I'm just gonna go ahead and remove this, just so I can use that to cycle through if I want to use it for my setting. Okay. And removing it doesn't really do anything to the setting, because once you've saved it, it's not going to take it out of your battle gear. For example, I already saved the 333 and I've already saved the 442. Just removing it right now from here, it's not going to remove it from your setting. When you click on the setting, it will all automatically pop into its right spot. But just for the setting up of the others right now, having it in the right spot is better. Just for setup. Okay, guys? So very big difference between the two. Okay, so all those that are not used are already removed. And here we go. Let's get started. Equipment set. So for 244, we want to focus on the Hitman. Let's make sure all of the family crystals are updated to showcase the Hitman buff. So this is currently showing Bruiser. Sorry guys, here I am. So this is currently supposed to be showing my 244 setting is here. And it's showing a Hitman attack. This is a good crystal, so I'm gonna leave that there. I know I have 3 legacy Hitman jewels, so I just want to make sure all 3 are up. This one does not have the 3rd. So I'm just gonna remove this and put the Hitman legacy in. So the difference between the regular and the regular grand and the legacy Hitman attack is 10%. The legacy has 25, the regular has 15. So let's look at this is Hitman HP and Crew HP. So if you have Crew HP, that's great because it also means all across all the 3 troop types that you have in the tower, they're all going to get the additional 5% HP, so that's perfect. So I'll keep this. This is a good one. And then we can continue going down. So it doesn't matter which order you edit your gear in. Whether you go left, right, and then, you know, downwards, or like left row and then right row, it doesn't matter. So let's keep doing the editing. So this is Biker attack. I'm gonna remove this and I'm gonna get just Hitman for now because I want to make sure my Hitman is really strong for Biker defense. So Hitman. Okay, this one has 12.87%. 10. It all seems kind of low for some reason. So my range is already done. Let's go to the melee on the right. And this was the one that I was gonna remove. So I'll change it out with another Hitman something. Yes, so this one is Hitman HP 13.27. I'm just gonna go ahead and replace that first. Then we'll see if there's any more that's suitable or better. So this has 13.87 and it's a combination of Hitman HP and Hitman attack. So this is actually better. Plus it has a bonus bruiser defense. So I'm gonna go swap this with that or that with this. And we can keep looking at the rest of the crystals. So this is Hitman HP 14%. Well, just over 15-ish, 15.2. So that's good, we'll keep that. I don't have many good Hitman crystals, so I hope I'll be able to get that upgraded. But this is Hitman attack 13.83. Let's see if I have anything better than this. 13.27. Hitman HP 11.88%. Okay, I don't need the bruiser HP, so I'm not gonna go and use that. So this is good, Hitman, but the rest is not applicable. Okay, this is another good one. You've got Hitman attack, you've got Biker HP. However, I still would like my Hitman buffs really high. So the current one is 13.83, so I'm gonna keep this. Although this is good for like a mixed troop battle. This is mixed troop, but the focus on Hitman, so I'm not gonna be using that. Hitman here. So once you're done, looking and making sure that you've got at least, you've gone through some of the better options available. Once you're done with that, you can move on to the next one. So I'm actually really happy with what I have. So that's the first accessory. I'm gonna go to the pants. If you look at the pants, they're not. I actually do have other legacy gear, but this is the only one that is Hitman Biker, which is exactly what I need. So I'm looking. I had to have a Biker Hitman battle gear on. The others is I do have another one that's Bruiser Biker and Bruiser Hitman Legacy pants, which I don't need. So this is like my third pants in Godfathers. So you need time to build it up, but it's better than not having it. So there you go. Okay, let's look at the family crystals. So this is great. It's got 11 and 5%. So I'm just gonna keep that. Hitman attack 13.69. This is decent, so yes, we'll keep that. Okay, so this one I can change out because it's Biker attack and Biker HP. It's really good as well. However, I do want, like I said, focus on the Hitman, so I'm gonna switch this out. Every point matters, guys. So if you're gonna be doing a defense against Biker, your Hitman should be as strong as possible. There, so I'll just go ahead and take this, swap it in. Let's go to the last accessory. This 12.75. Do I have a better one, guys? Nope, doesn't seem like it. Okay, so it seems like I have like the best 8 Hitman family crystals, and I'm good. I'm happy with that. Okay, so that's done. The crystals are done. The battle gear in general, like if you see, I have 3 different accessory types. So probably the reason why I have the 3 is because I don't have 3 of each. I think I only have like 5 or 6 accessory Godfathers, so I really need to work on them. This is a Hitman Biker, and the other 2 should be Bruiser Hitman. Let's see. Is that? Yeah, Bruiser Hitman. So that's that. At least he still has a Hitman, which is, really important buff for me. Okay, so this is gonna be good for now. I'll save it. And we're done. So once this is done, just go and double check your specialties, that your specialties are set for the Hitman Biker. And I'm just gonna run through everything to show you how I do it again. So you gotta do a reset and then click on the crew attack, max that out. Click on the next crew HP, max it out. And then click on the crew HP again, max it out. Next would be your Hitman Biker stats. You've got to max it out. So all the Hitman has to go up, and then all the Biker has to go up. From up or down doesn't really matter at this point because you still have extra points. Now, if you're a newer player and you're below Mansion 60, you don't have the buffs for it, or you don't have enough points for specialties, then you're gonna have to plan, and focus is Hitman, so you finish up all the Hitman first before you go to the Bikers. So now I have extra 22 points, and I've done this in an earlier video for the 442 where I showed you guys how to do calculations. So now with the Bruiser attack, if you look, should I use the Bruiser, the points for Bruiser attack 1 or Bruiser attack 3? Basically, you just look at the stats, and from here you can see it's only 0.45, so that's negligible. But with 22 points, you can add 12 here and 10 to Bruiser attack 2. So you have to check how much power you get from the 12 additional points. So 3 plus 2, currently you're at 3. So plus 12, you get 7%. So this is going to give you 7%. And then what will 10 additional points give you for Bruiser Attack 2? Here you can see 10 additional points plus your current 5. Yeah. So that'll be 15. So 15 plus, this is 5.4 plus earlier 5.4 plus 7. So that will be a total of 12 point, right? Is it? Yes. 12.4 total. So that's a 7% plus 5.4%, which is equivalent to 12.4%. However, with the 22 points, if you put it all directly into the Bruiser Attack 3, that's going to give you 27 points total, which is at 27 here. 15.75. So obviously, if going to the number 3 would give you the best results. So I'll just go max out on this here, and I got 15.75. So that's how you have to use math and just check it out, and don't just do it blindly because someone said, oh, you have to go from like bottom or you have to go from the top. There's no such thing as that. When you go on single troops, you'll understand what I mean, because single troop is totally different. You have to do from top down. But like I said, do your math, do the calculation. This is how you check. Everything you do, you gotta check back and see whether, does it make sense? Is this the best possible combination of stuff? Like, just because someone is really good at something and they tell you, hey, it's supposed to be done like this, you don't have to listen to them. Do it your own way and check it your own way. Just make sure you know how to prove to yourself that it's correct. So usually, this is where you would like save the specialties. If you don't have the presets, you have to manually do this. But if you do have the presets, then you just go to specialties and then you click, you have to do an edit. So mine is actually called Hitman Biker. So this is the one, it's already pre-saved. So you'll see it's exactly just what we just talked about. Ta-da! Where the last 22 points goes to Bruiser Attack. So remember, if you're going to do an edit, you have to reset, edit the points, then click save. Otherwise, it does not reflect. Okay, so this specialty is called Hitman Biker, and you'll see that in my super presets. So again, back to the super presets, you can look and see the 244 super presets that I have done. Has the Hitman Biker Underboss specialties. So now, based on Governor War specialties, that's just a straight down Hitman from top to bottom. And I'll show you how it looks. So you have to, of course, create the specialties, Governor War specialties in advance. And that's the 244. For 244, I use just Hitman. So this is the one, and you can see how the Hitman looks like. Again, from top to bottom, it's just one straight line of Hitman. And you have to manually click it because there's so many opportunities to edit. Now, the last 5 points, I leave it on Biker Attack because it is a Biker Attack coming in. So if you have a Biker Attack single troop coming in, you are using your 244. So your formation is Hitman Wedge. So if Hitman will be in the front line, your Wedge Bike will be flanking, and then your Bruisers at the back line. So when that happens, your Hitman and Biker needs to be stronger. So when your enemy comes with a Biker, your Hitman is in the front line, which means you, for example, if you have like 100,000 troops versus them, 100,000 troops, you're gonna kill them all because you have, you're basically fighting them 2-1 because you're Hitman and their Biker coming. So that already gives you that bonus benefit. For example, if they have 3 million troops coming and you have 1 million Hitman because you have 333 troops and you had no time to change. So you have 1 million Hitman coming, defending against the 3 million Bikers. Assuming that the battle stats are even, let's not talk about difference in battle stats for now, but assuming that they're even setting, your Hitman is going to kill their Bikers 2-1. Sorry, 1-2. So one Hitman can kill 2 Bikers just because it's the correct counter for the bikes. So your 1 million Hitman can actually kill 2 million of their Bikers. This is just basic math, okay? So guys, just follow me. I know it sounds a bit complex, but let's just keep following me over here. So your 1 million hitmen can kill 2 million of their bikers in an ideal situation where everything else is exactly the same and controlled. Okay, now if your hitman stats are powered up, which means you push the stats on the hitman stronger, which is exactly what I'm doing right here. I'm focusing all on the hitman line. If you do that, you're going to be able to kill more. So for example, instead of 1 to 2, instead of one hitman killing 2 bikes, you could probably end up one hitman killing 2.5 bikes. So their 2.5 million bikes are gone, right? With your just 1 million bikes. And then they have what, 500,000, half a million remaining bikes. And guess what? If your biker stats, they're decent because you have Hitman biker gear. So your biker stats are still high. I'm not saying they're low. They're still up there. And then you still have your biker jewels in there. And your regular specialties are also set on biker. So now imagine you have 1 million bikers left because your 1 million hitman was working hard, right? So you have like 1 million bikers. And your 1 million bruisers in the backline just basically sitting there, just, relaxing. So your 1 million bikers, all you need to do is to match them on stats, and you already win 100% because they have like 500,000 left, right? But now if your biker is slightly weaker, because most people who do single troop, like if they're gonna do single troop attack against you, their bikers, right? You have to assume that they put all their power and everything into a biker, which means your biker is not going to be, apple to apple with them. Your biker would be slightly lower, than theirs likelihood, depending on how powerful the enemy is. But if that does happen, and they're, in cases like, for me, for example, if I fight, I would say probably 90%, 95%, maybe even 98% of players probably have worse biker stats than I do, or worse hitman stats, or worse bruiser stats. I think in general, T5 players may have higher stats than me, maybe. Some may not, but in general, most of them. And I think for where you talk about T4 players, I would probably say not many T4 players will be stronger than my account. There will be, yes, especially those that have super enforcers and such. They will be stronger and 10 stars and stuff, but not many. So in any case, let's continue. So you have 1 million hitmen. Imagine them, 1 million bikers remaining that hasn't started fighting, and they have like 500,000 bikers remaining. Even if you're 75% of power compared to them, you're still gonna win, because remember, all their troops has died at this point, and your troops, you still have 1 million bruisers at the back. So the key is to have the most, to win with having the least deaths, right? So when you make yourself strong at the right place and you counter correctly with the right formation, then you're going to win. It doesn't matter whether they're going to single trip you or not. You're still going to win. Now, if a player is a lot stronger than you, for example, you're like a weaker player and your enemy is stronger than you, then I would not advise you to even, attempt this kind of